Hello, welcome back to Core Finance. I'm Matt Brown. I'm joined by Eddie Tofpik, Head of FX at ADMISI, and you can't escape it no matter where you look. It's Bitcoin again.
Don't run. Don't run. Well, embrace the coin. Embrace the coin.
Well, it certainly is running itself, and it's running to, well, the moon, it feels like. Let's have a look at the chart from a technical perspective. Headlines to one side. It's you're almost kind of vertical. When you look at the pitchfork there, it's going to fall back the other way. I mean, it's
not.
Incredible.
It's going to do what it does. I mean, there's been trading over 15,000 overnight on one of the smaller exchanges. We are just underneath 15,000 when I drew this chart. I've got no idea. It may be well over it by now. But at this particular point, the target for this halfway hesitation, which was around about the end of November, was sub 15,000, about 1490, 950, 14,950, that area. And then you have the resistance, which is just underneath that, 14,975, which is a projected resistance. It's not actually a major one, but you need closes of the market above 14,287 for it to confirm the move up. That's the projected 50% fib, and that needs to be looked at. The upside resistance, well, you've got some. It's along the lines of where do you look for anything like this? You're looking around about 15,000 even, which is the upside of the pitchfork. If it travels along that, that's fine. If it goes outside of that, we'll look at it again and see where it goes. Top side at the moment I've got is 17,200, and there's fairly free air between 15,000 and 17,200. There's nothing directly I have at the particular point which will say, oh, that's one you should look at. All the support is underneath the market, but bear in mind the 2/3 biggest bearish factors for Bitcoin are about to hit the market. Number one, well, three actually, there's another third one. Number one is going to be the first futures contract on the CFE comes into effect on Sunday night. Then the CME one comes in after that, and then in, I think, January, the NASDAQ contract. This will allow you the opportunity to go short of the contract, which you, unless you actually were in an exchange or involved in an exchange where you could sell and borrow, you couldn't actually do. You could only buy the coin or anything connected to the coin. Even the CFD, the interest rate was humongously large to charge. The margin rates, I think, are around about 35% on these contracts. But it allows you to, if you actually believe this is topping out, then you can sell it. This will be the opportunity to look at that sort of situation. And so this is going to be happening Sunday night. What happens between now and then will be very, very interesting. Will the market peak out? And then you'll see the first selling coming in. But it'll also have the first opportunity for hedge funds, insurance companies, pension funds. A lot of the regulated industries who can only go through a regulated exchange look at being able to buy that sort of thing. Plus there'll be arbitrage. There's arbitrage between the different exchanges because they don't have the same settlement price and they have a different size as well. There's one lot on the CFE, there's 5 lots on the CME, and I can't remember how much is on NASDAQ, but that's going to be happening, I believe, in January anyway. So this is running into Christmas. This is going to be very, very busy. And it's bringing a lot of people kicking and streaming into the 21st century by, well, we have to margin, we have to offer this service out to people. Well, you have to because it's on an exchange and it's regulated and there's people asking about it. And I imagine within the first month, everybody will be able to trade it. It will not be held up from anybody to be able to trade. But this particular point, it's still going higher. It's reaching the first real resistance at the moment. If we can get it close above 14,287, which is entirely feasible at the moment, that'll be fine. And I draw your attention back to what happened last week when people said, oh, it will crash when it got to 11,000. On the day, close to close, it was down 50. 50 only. This thing has had crashes. And I looked at when I first started speaking about Bitcoin. I started doing technical analysis of Bitcoin in August 2014. And I've been told that anybody who's been involved in Bitcoin over a year is an expert. I started this when it was in sort of like $600. And I've seen crashes of 29%. That's, anybody would call it a crash, but it's turned around and moved higher. And we are now at these levels. Yes, these are big numbers. But if you're scared of numbers, then why are you in this industry?
Very valid point. On that note, Eddie Tofpik, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.